with the first segment of this edition, and during this segment we'll be shedding some light over the situation in Gaza and the ceasefire and the truce talks and the mediation that occurred by the pivotal role that was played by Egypt, and speaking also about the other parties involved in the ceasefire of such an aggression against Gaza. For this, we are joined with Dr. Mohammed Yousef, Performance Evaluation Consultant and International Strategic Expert. Hello and welcome to the show, sir.
Hello, sir. Sorry.
Please go ahead.
You can go.
So at the beginning, we're speaking about sort of pivotal role that Egypt has played to achieve the ceasefire. But speaking first about this stage after such devastating aggression over Gaza and the Palestinians, if you can shed more light on this situation.
First of all, we have to know that Gaza and Sinai, it's a very hot spot this time in the Middle East. And what happens in Gaza last few days, it's very hurtful situation, and it's very hard situation. And Dr. Morsi, he played a very great steps, and his steps was very fast, and he has a very high performance act for this situation. And he start his dialogue with United States about the ceasefire, and to stop all the aggression, all the blood, all the dead people in both parties, even in Gaza or even in Israel. We're talking about a human being, dead people, dead kids. That is a very heartful information. And now, if we're talking about the ceasefire, that is the great news. But great news to stop the fire between Israel and Palestinians. But that's not the target. I believe the whole target now, after the ceasefire, the two parties of Palestinians, I am sorry to say that, but that the two parties, because Hamas and Fatah, they are different. They have a different strategy, they have a different thinking, they have a different ways, and they still, their differences, making a big trouble and make problems to achieve what the Palestinians want to do. They stop everything. Each party, he play his way away from the target of the Palestinian people. I believe the whole steps now and the whole problems now, they have Hamas and Fatah. They have to start sign the agreement, and they can both of them to be a one hand, and they have to start seriously and effectively and implementally in the situation to start peace with Israel. Peace and peace and peace. Peace, it's a great thing. Human being, save lives. Because without the peace, it's gonna start ruling the whole situation time after time. Like we haven't take a breath for 2-3 years or few months and start each party bombing the other and shooting the other and killing the other. That is the trouble. We're not accepting this situation. We have to tell Palestinian people, stand up now, strong, post-party. And President Abbas, he have to act very seriously, not after the situation of the ceasefire stop. They start and relax like nothing, and each party doing whatever he's doing. That's wrong. That is with the whole situation going on. That is with the whole problem with the Palestinian people. They losing a lot of chances from the big chance which President Sadat gave it to them to make a great position to have a country based their own, and they refuse, and they get in another situation again, and they refuse. They get in. If you lose situation each time, Palestinian people, they losing a chance for situation for peace with Israel. They losing the whole commitment. They losing the whole target. And when they have a second steps, they backing up for what they want, because Israel, they don't give them what they want. First time, if they can agree that they're going to give them 100%, the second time they try to give them 80. Now they don't want to even give them 60. We have to talk serious about one thing, and we have to make a big difference between Israel as a people or Israel as a government. They have some situation trouble with the Palestinian government, but the people of Israel and the people of Palestine, that's human being. Both of them equal. The blood is blood. I cannot say blood of Palestinian people did, but what about what the innocent people did in Israel? It's the same situation. But I have to split between the government of Israel, what they doing, but I have to at the same time look at their side. If I am someone judging the situation, I'm not judge it in my position, and I have to judge the situation in both sides. Like what they're saying, oh, the situation, you look at the situation in your own shoes. That is the example what they're saying. No, because when United States bombing Japan with the atomic bomb, they don't have a target to kill people. They don't have a target to make a deep trouble for the human being. They don't want to make a problem for the civilization, but they have a one target: national security. When Israel tried to fight with or killing some people from Palestine, people, they have to know, they don't have a target for killing. No, they have their own target, national security. Israel is a small country, like 4 or 5 million, and they have 100 million around them. If they don't do any steps to protect their own small countries, they're gonna be gone. They're not gonna have
sir,
any.
what do you think should be done by the Palestinian side right after the ceasefire? You mentioned the reuniting of the Palestinian factions and the reconciliation.
That is the important thing and the important step after the ceasefire. Even the ceasefire herself is not stopped, or some other aggression start again. I don't care. What I care about, the both sides of Palestinian people, Hamas and Fatah, they have to unite in one hand, and they have to make a plan for peace. If they want to let the Palestinian people, the Palestinian families, the Palestinian kids, they have to live for their future. They're not going to live all their life looking for bomb or looking for weapon or looking for blood.
But
that
doctor,
is terrible
what's
situation.
the effect of the Palestinian-Israeli...
I'm sorry, excuse me, say again?
What about the effect of the Palestinian-Israeli relationship or bilateral ties that the ongoing maybe shootings or attacks from Israel over to Gaza and vice versa? What's the effect of it on Sinai and Egypt itself?
Okay, let me tell you something. Mm-hmm. Sinai does not have any problem, and Sinai, some of the writers, some of the newspapers, some of the people talking, and they are not responsible. They talking about something, they imagine something in their mind, and they start thinking that what they imagine is true, and they start to believe it. That's not true. Sinai, it's in our heart. Sinai, it's the holy land of Egypt. That is the treasure of Egypt. That is the money bucket, the bucket full of money. Egypt, they save it for the future.
But is it well secured?
Oh, of course, secure. The eye of the army bigger than an open 24-hour, not in Sinai, every single yard in the whole country. But let me tell you something. Sinai had two troubles, but we combined the two troubles in one trouble, and we keep talking about Sinai. I don't want to repeat what they saying in the newspaper and things, because that's the bad things. I don't like to say it about any part of Egypt.
Maybe.
Yes, absolutely. I don't like to say that about any part of Egypt. Egypt is great. Sinai, it's a good place. They have no problem with that. But Sinai had two problems. One problem, it was The attack happened on the border guard in last Ramadan, but this one happened from some dairy hands from outside, and they try to make a trouble between two parties, between Egypt and Palestinians and the Muslim Brotherhood. But I'm glad that they don't succeed, because we are smart enough to recognize or to know what's going on. But this is gone. But what's going on now in Sinai, we see some attack and some police officer on some or some soldier from the central security of the police. That is nothing to do with anything for the safety of Sinai. I'm sorry to say that it's some revenge of some a trial has been done for the absence, and this trial for these people, they want to retrial again. And President Morsi, he accepted and he agreed to retrial them again.
So for the Bedouins and the Ministry of Interior.
Yes, and we have to do that for these people. And I want to tell you something. The people of Sinai, they're very loyal and very great and very nice people. But we forget them for years, 20, 30, 40 years, 50 years. We forget them at all. They need two things. Number one, they need a retrial for the problem happened for their people. Now this is the one side. We see the very important second sign for the people of Sinai. They need what they want. What they want, that is what they deserve to have it, like any other person in Egypt have, from security, from agriculture, from food, from electricity, from education, from safety, from recognizing this. Where is this people? You know, when you hear a story about some citizens in Sinai, they call it, they said, he wait for his son cross Suez Canal to go to the school and come back. That's crazy thinking. That's crazy situation. I believe we have to now, when I address this situation to President Morsi, and he's a great man, he accept what I addressed to him now. Tell the Dr. Morsi, please, they have to have a council from Ministry of Agriculture, Ministry of Education, Ministry of Finance, Ministry for Defense, Ministry for Military Production, the Ministry for the Culture, Ministry of Justice. I need even the governor of North Sinai, governor of South Sinai. They make a group, and that group searching a great plan for Sinai, how to take Sinai to the future. And their steps, they have to be wide steps to back up what they what they left, and they bring it up to the future, but faster, because these people, this is our blood, this is our people. We cannot let them go do what they do by this situation, and we leave them by that way. The same time, we have to take advantage of the experience, what happened from the American people and the European people when in war 1973, and when the Arab countries, they cut bombing the oil, petroleum oil, to the Europe and America, and they've been hurt a lot. We have to take advantage of their experience, what they did now. Now we cannot do the same situation again, because they get the Arab companies as a partnership in their companies. If you wanna hurt them, you wanna hurt yourself. We have to do the same experience in Sinai. Now Sinai, we have to open investment for all European, all American companies. They come do their business in Sinai, open their factory in Sinai, because if happens any problem in the future, like war or any aggression or any attack or any things like that, we're not going to worry about, because all what we have in Sinai is belong to us and belong to America, belong to Germany, belong to Japan, and nobody can hurt them.
Yeah.
That's true.
Because
Dr. Mohammed Yousef, unfortunately time is running. We'd like to thank you very much for your input and for your time. It was great speaking to you tonight.
I want to say last 3 words.
Please.
Peace, 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 to reach the future for the safety of the Egyptian people and for the Palestinian people, for the Israeli people, for everybody in the world. Peace in the top. Take us to the future.
This is
God willing.
Thank you very much, Dr.
Thank
Mohammed
you.
Yousef, performance evaluation consultant and international strategic expert. Now let's move on for a very short break and return for more segments.